Beneath the endless desert of southern Egypt, there is a place most history books mention only in passing. A stone circle, older than Stonehenge, older than the first pyramid, older than Egypt itself. But what researchers found beneath Nabta Playa wasn't just an ancient calendar. It was evidence of a civilization that shouldn't exist. A civilization advanced enough to map the stars long before the Nile had its first kings. And the most disturbing part, their technology didn't match any known culture from the ancient world. The mystery began when archaeologists lifted a fallen megalith and uncovered a chamber carved with perfect symmetry. No tools, no markings, no explanation. The chamber's walls were polished like glass, reflecting the desert light in a way no primitive culture could have achieved. And deep inside, they found something stranger. A stone slab containing microscopic grooves, aligned with the same precision used in modern optics. Who carved these paths, and how were they able to align them with constellations thousands of years before Egypt even existed? Years later, when satellite radar scanned the desert, the results shocked everyone. Beneath the surface was a buried layout, a geometric pattern stretching for kilometers. It formed spirals, straight lines, and branching nodes, something that looked less like a settlement and more like a blueprint, not of buildings, but of knowledge. Some researchers claimed it resembled a star map. Others saw something else, a network shaped exactly like the human brain's neural pathways. It was as if the creators were encoding not just astronomy, but an entire worldview meant to be read by future civilizations. But then came the discovery that changed everything. Under a collapsed stone slab, researchers found a circular object, not metal, not clay, but a hybrid material that shouldn't exist at all. When tested, it showed properties of both ceramic and glass, fired at temperatures no ancient kiln could produce. Embedded within it was a small disk etched with patterns that matched constellations visible only 6,000 years ago. These people didn't just observe the stars. They understood cycles, alignments, and cosmic events that would require centuries of observation. So who were they? Some scholars say they were early pastoralists who simply observed the sky. But that explanation falls apart when you look at the precision, the tolerances measured in millimeters, the alignments pointing to Orion's belt during an age when no other culture had the astronomical knowledge to track it. Others believe Nabta was a ritual site built by a forgotten tribe. But rituals don't explain the optical-level grooves, the advanced firing technique, or the buried layout beneath the desert. There is one theory historians avoid, because if it's true, it rewrites everything. According to this theory, Nabta wasn't the beginning of civilization. It was the last trace of a civilization lost, a culture wiped out long before Egypt rose. Their knowledge survived only in fragments, a star map, a neural pattern, a chamber carved with impossible techniques. And when the climate shifted, when the desert swallowed their world, their memory faded until only the stones remained. But one question lingers. Why did they build it here? Why carve a message into the desert floor? Why hide a blueprint beneath the sands? Maybe Nabta Playa wasn't meant for its time. Maybe it was meant for ours. Because today, with satellites, infrared scans, and modern astronomy, we can finally see what they saw, a cosmic order reflected on Earth, a map of the sky, a map of the mind, a message from the last builders of a forgotten age. And if we can decode it, we may learn something these ancient people once knew, that civilizations rise and fall. But knowledge, once written in stone, never truly disappears.